Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about my morning routine. Every morning I do the same or almost the same things, and I do them in a specific order. And so today I'm going to walk you through my morning routine. So every morning I try to wake up at 7 a.m. I set my alarm for 7 a.m. At 7 a.m., it makes a sound. I have a specific ringtone that I use for my alarm, and it rings at 7 a.m. I also have other alarms. These are backup alarms for 7:15 and 7:30, but my goal is to wake up at the first alarm, which goes off at 7 a.m. And so every morning I try to wake up at 7 a.m. And I wake up at 7 a.m. most of the time. Next, so every morning I cook breakfast. It really depends on the morning, but usually I eat chicken and eggs. These are eggs. Or I eat cereal. Sometimes I will have toast. And on Sundays, we as a family, we make eggs, bacon, toast, and pancakes. And we have jelly and we have everything we need for breakfast. It's a really big breakfast, and that's a tradition that we do in our house on Sunday. And then, of course, after I make breakfast, I am then going to eat breakfast. And so breakfast is very important for me in the morning. Eating a good breakfast that is nutritious is very important to me. And so I always make sure to eat some breakfast. After breakfast, the next thing I do is I take my vitamins. These are vitamins. Every morning I take a few different vitamins. This is because my doctor told me to take these vitamins. One of the vitamins is vitamin D. Vitamin D is what we get from the sun, but my doctor told me to take more vitamin D. I also take vitamin B12. So every morning I take vitamin D and vitamin B12, and I take them with a glass of water. Next, I brush my teeth. Every morning after I get done eating breakfast, taking my vitamins, drinking my glass of water, I brush my teeth, and sometimes I floss my teeth, but every morning I brush my teeth, and also every night I brush my teeth. I always floss at night, but every morning I brush my teeth. Next, after I have eaten breakfast, taken my vitamins, and I have brushed my teeth, I make a cup of coffee. I love coffee. I drink coffee every day almost. On a work day, I will drink coffee 2, 3 times a day, and I love coffee. And I love coffee especially in the mornings. And so every morning I make coffee. After I make my coffee, I sit down and I plan out the rest of my day. And so I always start my day by planning out what I'm going to do and creating a checklist of things for me to do. And then what I do is I determine which time I'm going to do them throughout the day. And throughout the day, I check my checklist and I check my schedule and I make sure that I'm on track. And I do that every single morning. And it really is a peaceful way to start the day for me. To think about what I'm going to accomplish that day, what are the things that I need to do, and then lining them out and then scheduling them and then doing them. It makes me feel productive, and I like doing it, and I do it every morning. So that is my morning routine. I do these things every day. They help me feel productive and they help me have a great day. And I would like to know in the comments, what is your morning routine and what do you do to start the day? So that's all for this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.